Time now for number 4 on the list, and we go to Toronto's midfield for their captain, the general himself, Michael Bradley. Now, he came in on a lot of people's lists, number 2, 3, 4, some people a little bit lower, but in the end, you can't argue with number 4 for Michael Bradley, I don't think. What an impact he's had. 8th season now coming into Toronto FC. Came at 2014. He's admitted it was a difficult time at first. You were there as well.
Yep.
You're both trying to bring the club into the new direction, and in the end, he was there on the biggest nights.
He was there on the biggest nights. We go back to the start again. We think about that first game in Seattle. Absolutely incredible. I was on the field. I watched his performance. He was everywhere. Dominant. He had that, that aggression and that passion to go and do everything that was needed to win the game. And that's what I remember in the beginning with Michael Bradley. Of course, the way that he's led this team, the way that he's sort of developed that path and found his place in it, I think is very significant. It always will be.
Yep.
And he continues to do so even into the latter stages of his career. But brilliant football player, someone who again could do every part of the game as most midfielders can, but was everywhere and was dominant. When he was controlling the tempo of games, TFC were again a better team.
I agree. Tempo is a really important word. Again, presence, recognition, I think, for me, doesn't come enough down south where he's from. I think he's found a home, and he spoke about this many times, where I think Canadians, particularly in Canadian soccer, respect him a little bit more. Certainly doesn't get the recognition he deserves for me in the United States. And it has to be said, the only player in club history to play all 17 TFC playoff games. There every time. Centre back as well, the CONCACAF Champions League final, whatever he's asked to do has been there to deliver. It's been a phenomenal career.
And how does he do that? Because he's a consummate professional, KJ. Right. He's always looking after his body. He's always eating the right things. He's always training hard. He's always doing the correct things to be a high performer. That's why he plays the games. That's why he's been at the top levels for so long. And so, again, that's a lesson to learn. And the inspiration in Michael Bradley is that he makes you want to be better.
Right. And quickly also went to Europe, been in big moments, Rome derbies, and has brought that mentality over to Canadian soccer, not just Toronto FC, but it's Canadian soccer, and for Canadians watching it to push that forward.
Definitely. And it's important, he's provided moments that inspire people.
Right.
He inspired me. I was his teammate, but he's inspired everyone who's watching, whether you're in the stadium or you're watching on TV. He inspires you to want to do more and want to be better. And
like many people on this list, his career in Canada is not over. Number 4, Toronto FC captain, Michael Bradley. Welcome to the best list, brought to you by Best Athletes, helping youth soccer players develop and get recruited, and helping coaches build better athletes and teams.